Okay, so I saw a video by I don't know what his name is. A guy who like does like autism neurodivergent life coaching. I'm talking about how some autistic people and even ADHD people don't really like being complimented. And it led me to something I've been thinking about, which is how like I have these episodes of a stream where it's like gets a ton of views and like anywhere from like one. I think maybe my record for this stream might be 4 likes, but then suddenly like the very next stream I get no likes whatsoever, and I think one time I got a dislike. Um, maybe I was being and like for me, it leads into this kind of like I always feel like I prefer to get comments in a way, just like if you think that I haven't been doing as good or that you dislike something, like I like feedback. I like to know that because it just gives me a lot of closure. Because it's like otherwise I'm just gonna be in a loop thinking, okay, like what of all the things I did during that stream? Like what did I do in my previous streams that was right and that everyone liked about it? And like, I guess the same thing goes for positive things. Like what should I keep on doing? Um, uh, and I really can't help like seeing the like ratios and view counts because when I go to update, I had to like actually add tags and the name of the game because Restream doesn't do that. Um, so uh, yeah, there's not a lot I could do to avoid seeing it. Um, like hopefully, like one day I will just get so many likes and so many views that like I don't even have to care anymore. Like once we reach that point where I actually have like proper fans and such, like that will probably be all the emotional support I'll need. Um, I at least I like to hope that. Um, so one thing I want to say about the Legacy of a Dragonborn mod it is that there are a lot of things that like I feel like need to be tweaked about it. There are, at least from where I'm standing, fundamental game design issues. Um, because like from my philosophy of game design, what's happening right now and what's going to happen later, unless they've changed it, I don't think they have, um, is kind of bullshit. So they're like the museum itself was pretty awesome and cool. And I think there might be a degree to which they give the player control over whether they want to, because I think building the guild house is basically the point at which quests start happening. But even then, it's kind of like okay, you're giving player control over like whether they want the museum to just function as a repository for your items or whether or not you want this dynamic quest thing to happen. That's what I imagine this kind of doing, which is good. But at the same time, you have these events within that are like affecting. Like there needs to be like a degree of respect for gameplay story segregation in a way. Um, like basically, my problem with this particular quest, and I think even the quest that happens later, is that you're making the story interfere with the gameplay, and you need to arrive at a compromise. This one it is might be easy, Um, so basically, like what's happening here, for those who are just tuning in, it is that there's a ghost haunting the museum, and the museum is closed down as a result. Which means that like, if we come here when this is happening to like just unload our items and have them on display and whatever, to engage with the core features of Legacy of the Dragonborn, we are locked out. Like not just visitors. We are locked out of the museum until we complete this quest. Although we are able to go into the museum as part of the quest, but go in a particular time, and it's kind of weird. Um, what I would do, and I have no idea how difficult this will be to implement. Um, I don't know enough about how this is all scripted and programmed. Um, is the easiest solution? Well, there's two solutions I can think of. One is that the ghost is haunting a particular wing of the museum, or something like there's just, that part of the museum is closed down. You can still like donate shit, and it will get displayed eventually or immediately. But if you want to go see the shit that's in that extra wing, too bad. That wing is closed. Now, granted, on a practical level, that would require completely revising the dialogue surrounding all of this, which would require getting in touch with the voice actor for the Priest of Archay. If they're still around and in the community and available, to revise all of this, or just get a completely different voice actor to revoice everything. Um, and at the expense of all the original work that was done. Um, the other way to do it, which might still require a little bit of extra revision to the voice acting, and potentially, again, depending on how everything gets scripted and set up, basically having it so there just aren't any visitors until this ghost problem is resolved. The player can go in and out freely, and even see all their shit on display, but there's no visitors, and the player can just do this quest at their leisure. This also gets me into a topic of that of bot design, and I'm just going to open this so I can just get into like straight up role playing rather than having to rant while you're trying to watch me play, and role play. When you make a mod that locks a player into something, and this isn't necessarily that, but it's related. It's tangent. I can't remember what the name of the mod is. There's a mod that adds a kind of Dwemer mansion that is kind of haunted. You actually look it up. Okay, Clockwork, maybe? I think Clockwork. Yeah. Um, yeah, the Clockwork mod, that's the one in particular I'm thinking about. So for the Clockwork mod, you have this haunted mansion with a lot of Dwemer stuff in it. And it's a really cool mansion. And like at the end of it, you get the mansion and it has all sorts of neat features. The thing is, in order to get that, you have to go there, and once you start going there, it gives you warning, I think. But you're locked in that mansion until you complete the quest. And I'm sorry for anyone who mod offer and everyone who enjoys that, I do not like that idea of just being locked. Like, it can work, but you have to have two major things. You have to have a compelling story and a compelling play space, I think, is what I think. In the world. The word I'm thinking, play space. So, you have to have, like, basically, if the player goes into that quest and is locked into that quest and feels like they want to go do something else, you have failed. Like, you either need to allow the player to leave and come back and complete the quest later, and abandon the whole idea of them being stuck there, or you need to polish some things so that the player is so engaged with the story and the space you've given them to play in that they don't even think about wanting to leave. That they're just so engrossed in the story and or ideally both. Like a good example, I think by memory, and I actually don't know if the Forgotten City locks us in terribly. Like the Forgotten City is also a story where it actually makes sense for us to be locked in. Whereas Clockwork is like, there's a cave in, so you can't get out until you find a way to break through the cave in or something like that. I think that's what it is, and that's like arbitrary. The only reason why there's a cave in is because the mod designer felt like, hey, I want the player to be or like feel fear or have certain emotions or whatever, or I want the player to do this all in one sitting for whatever reason, and I'm going to have this arbitrary event that happens that makes it so they're stuck there. And that just doesn't work for me, unless you are doing an incredible job at making something that is compelling and that makes you want to keep playing in that particular mod until it's finished and not feel like anxious or feel like, okay, I've had enough of this particular mod. I want to go do something else somewhere else in Skyrim and come back later and keep unraveling this mystery or whatever. Like yeah. Now for the Forgotten City, I don't know if we're locked in there, but it's it's an award-winning compelling story. Um, and it has a lot of interesting ideas to it that actually make you want to keep playing. So if I were stuck in the Forgotten City, and I think we are maybe a little bit, because like we're stuck in this weird time loop thing. So I think we are kind of stuck there to some extent. But like it doesn't feel as bad because again, there's a compelling story, a compelling space to play in. That's all I have to say, I think.
Excellent.
Ready to go.
Let's see what we can discover. I'll have a look around the main hall while you investigate the library. Look for anything you think is out of place.
Okay.
Life behind walls may be safe, but it's dull. In the wild, every breath. And that's the thrill.
A Nord staring into his tankard as if he'll find the answers to all his problems inside. In all these centuries, some things never change. Why didn't Orion mention Niles Macnarian earlier?
Huh? What are you talking about?
almost as good an archer as I am.
I, for
Almost.
one, am just glad you're not going to
Then
shove
why can't you
useless
teach me?
artifacts into some dusty old cupboard anymore. We fought plenty of undead. I've never seen anything like this. You ask me, it's just some wizard playing tricks.
Oh yeah, it's on the second floor. Yeah, again. Like immediately I have to go and get some stuff. I'll be back. I have a toothache and it's very hard to find a dentist that is covered. My Medicaid, so
Gods, you can really see all the effort we put into our travels reflected here.
what the hell?
I've got this sudden
I forgot to.
craving for everything. Sweet rolls,
What the
roasts.
hell?
Oh, to eat again.
I still need to get the thing. Mod that was that adds fleece to the game. Oh, well. I don't see anything that looks out of place at all. Well. Time to leave. Kale, kale. Guess I'll
It's hard to
investigate.
believe that we found everything
If Lydia would
here.
join the companions,
It's
I promise
so
that
much
no
at
one in
this
your
point.
Vasco
Did he make the library closed off until we investigate?
Feels great to be out here.
Hello, ghost. Who were you gonna call? Somebody out. Oh. Now we have a.
With how we killed Potema right beneath Solitude, I'm sure the bards are already...
Okay.
wondering which words rhyme with Huntress and Harbinger.
Nice clothes. Doesn't it feel better to be able to move freely and casually?
I ain't been in the museum yet.
Did you find anything?
I found this letter.
Interesting. This is a personal letter from Lord Macnarian to his wife. Niles Macnarian was the benefactor who paid for and oversaw the construction of the original sections of the building. It looks as if the seal was broken a long time ago, perhaps delivered and then recovered by the original sender? Whatever its fate, the letter almost certainly has something to do with the ghostly presence around here. Let's keep looking about, but do be careful. I think the spirit is starting to become agitated. Several weapons fell off the walls right behind me, and many of the dishes in the reception hall flew off the table and landed at my feet. I'm a bit tired, to be honest. Trying to attune my senses to an unknown specter has really taken its toll. I think I'm gonna go have a lie down in the staff barracks for a couple hours. I suggest you use one of the other beds in there and get a little rest as well. We're gonna need to stay sharp.
Actually, I don't think it would. I'd mind if they had played voice actor. Like, I could do better voice acting than this.
Looking a bit overloaded there.
Anyone who actually knows how to actually act.
You're making some
And of course,
with that bow of yours. Now,
Huh?
there is something
Um,
I'd like you to teach
Our
me.
legend
I wouldn't be
grows.
using this voice for
Bronze
that character.
better take note.
I was actually kind of playing around. A little bit. Because there's the whole, like, meme out there, the ara ara meme. I was thinking, like, how I do that. I also looked up what ara ara is. It's basically like a way of saying oh my. Like an older woman would say, I guess. I have two ideas of how to do. I could do the traditional kind of one, maybe like ara ara, ara ara. But I could also, because George Takei is very famous for saying oh my, I could also just use his voice. Ara ara.
You know, even an age-old vampire can appreciate a quiet place to unwind.
Ara ara. There we go. I gotta say the line to like get the voice, the timbre of the voice. Oh, okay.
The death of Harkin should send a powerful message to all
Oh,
vampires in Skyrim.
good. You're awake.
No matter who
You have
they
to
are,
concede
where
this.
they hide, we'll hunt them all down.
Good, you're finally awake.
Oh,
Um,
yes. The mannequins seem to have come to life on their own and have come up from the armory and begun to wander around the museum,
Oh,
while their compatriots have apparently barricaded themselves in from the other side. But no, this is actually what I wanted to show you. I can't explain it beyond saying there's definitely something awry here. They're trying to get our attention, but what exactly are they trying to say is beyond me. I'm gonna go take a look around the East exhibit halls. Why don't you search the Gallery of Natural Science? And I believe there's a storeroom under the staff barracks that might be worth searching.
I'd say you're fairly competent at this point. But I'm sure I'll still be a great help to you.
Aren't there freaking quest arrows? You know players can turn them off if you don't want to. Like I could literally turn off the interface of a mod. And anyone who's using this mod knows how to use other mods. So, therefore,
You're...
I'm starting to feel better. Yeah, but Paul is finally tipped again.
Great alchemist.
Okay, that's all the pain.
You know that, right? And that's coming from me, so it means something.
Clearly, I know where the natural science thing is, but still. Oh, okay. Fish hatchery? That's cool. Lydia, stay out of the... or alien. Alien. Oh. Okay. Weird, they use freaking quest arrows like whenever they feel like it, I guess. Excuse me, sir. Are all mannequins in the game
Just
supposed to
you
be
and
female?
me against the world now. Not that I'm complaining.
This is still immersion breaking. Bless you, honey. Are you outside again? Aren't we supposed to be... Are you actually exploring the museum?
If I needed something from you, you would know it.
What's
Nothing.
your problem?
I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I don't
I'll
expect
see
you
what I
to be
can do.
capable of even that.
What?
Vampires are clever hunters. More clever than you, definitely.
You know who I am. I'm the guy who frickin' killed Lord Harkon.
This place certainly can put one on edge
Like a
at alone tonight.
powerful
There
vampire.
certainly is an ethereal presence here.
Find this journal.
Well, it's clear that we're dealing with the disquieted spirit of Lord Macnarian himself. Though I'm not exactly sure why he would be upset. The hall had always been named for him, prior to it being a museum.
Rusty Field.
That's a distinct probability. The journal makes mention of a
In the
portrait
middle
that
of his
was
spot?
commissioned.
Truthfully,
Do
I
you
don't
recall ever
recall.
seeing such a painting
Last
hanging
time
in
I
the
did,
museum?
it was with Tor and some of the other guards.
Maybe you should
I
have a
can
look around
recall.
the museum and see if you can find if it's been stashed away anywhere. I believe that if we could find it and put it prominently on display, it would appease the ghosts and he would stop
Half
harassing
my
people.
skills I learned from my pond. The other half I learned from the wilds.
I'll
Excellent.
take a look around.
How are you doing, Will?
We searched the entire museum. Said something about a storeroom. Think in the east wing.
General Tullius is a good strategist and a better leader. Solitude is lucky to have him.
There we go. Wait.
Sorry.
For what? What'd you do? What did you do? Okay, actually make. Huh. I guess he blew someone the. Let's get
The
wine.
Forgotten Vale. Can you believe we were there? It's like a dream.
Strange button. There's be a strange button in the source, and oh, the last three letters are translated as NMM. Nexus Mod Manager? Clearly broken beyond repair without eHova functioning properly. That's about it. We should find the vortex button.
I'm glad you were able to cure yourself and Kodlak in the end.
Okay, do I need to frickin' find a walkthrough for this damn thing? Right? Oh. Okay, why did that... They're just taking pity on us?
Gold is nice and all, but the hunt itself is even better.
I'm glad we're together.
We have to discuss this with the priest of Arcade.
Did you find it? Quite an interesting place this building is. A lot of history here. You
I'm
did?
painting.
That's superb. Let's hang it up in the reception hall.
Each hunting opportunity is a chance to prove our worth.
Where are we going? I think that's like the exit. The guild house. But we want to get to the museum itself. We're just gonna stay out here while we do all the work, okay?
Plenty of Thalmor patrols come through this part of Skyrim. We should be careful.
I was like,
I'll be honest. I thought
the idea
Asian
of
magic
having
was
the,
too like street tricks until I saw you in action.
mod, like, just wait a certain period of time before, what's the reception area? Like, you think it would be here. Here?
I'm glad we're here together, if you know what I mean.
Okay. I think this would be the reception area. Like, this is just... What the frig is the reception hall? I think it'd be like by the entrance.
So I'm going
This
to
is like the
apologize
gift
in
shop.
advance because plate armor makes a lot of noise.
Reception hall is like where you receive people. Unless that's the reception hall. Like we have...
Now that I'm human again, shouldn't you know not to take me out on late-night escapades?
I have no freaking choice! This has to be taunting. How things happen at night for some reason. Sorry, the ghost doesn't work on our mortal schedule.
What is it, my love? Sure. In which skill? All right then, let's begin. Can we maybe find a tavern? I'm starving.
Great. And now we rest. By morning, I suspect all this unpleasantness will be over. But we should spend the night here just to make sure there's nothing else the spirit is looking
Okay.
for.
Sorry.
Alright. Regression is dum ba da dum. Really quite dumb. Really? This particular quest isn't that compelling, aside from the fact that we want to reopen the museum. We are effectively locked into it. And therefore, the quest is bullshit. It's like one of the things that like Noah Antwiler, the 21 said is like the surefire way to get your party to go on a quest is to steal all their shit. And that is, in my opinion, I mean it was oh no. Like that interesting thing to do as a DM, but also kind of a mean thing to do. It's like, in a lot of ways, the worst kind of railroading. Okay. Red Eagle's Bane? I haven't been to Red Eagle. I haven't even got on all these things. What the heck? Have we time traveled? We slept too long! Okay, enough ranting about game design. What the heck is that?
What is it now, you sweet talker?
No, that's what I want to know.
But I always thought all Nords were descended from his grimoire.
Alright then. This isn't creepy at all. Ah! Alright, Hermie. I'll just leave you alone with your eyeballs. What up?
The Ancestor Glade had a charm, didn't it? Maybe we
Serana,
should revisit.
the mood, Serana. We're being haunted by creepy children. Okay. Is Tachi his wife?
Oh, good. You're awake. Are you? All right, my friend. When I woke up, you were gone from the barracks and lying unconscious out here on the floor.
I had the most terrible
I should say
nightmare.
so, and it had a good solid hold on you.
And you were there. And you were
It
there.
was no mere
And
nightmare,
you were there.
but Magnarian himself.
He's very deranged and
The
disturbed.
feelings and thoughts of the dead often come to the living as very disturbed. We believe it's only because they lack the means to fully make their wills known. Did you discover anything?
Other than the things I find are very much
Oh,
real.
this is terrible. I had heard that Lord Magnarian had met a rather unfortunate end after his wife passed away. But I didn't know the circumstances until now. And by the look of this journal, he was in great grief right before his death. I must have plummeted to his death from the cliff out back. If you're up to it, I suggest looking around for any clues. I seriously doubt that there will be any out there, as this has all happened decades ago, but you never know. And our work is obviously not finished with the placing of the painting. I saw that there is a way to access the alley between the Blue Palace and the museum on the upper balcony. Here's a ladder I found amongst the clutter that the ghosts scattered about. Just be careful out back. We wouldn't want you to share in Magnarian's fate. This
No,
place certainly can put one on edge all alone at night. Quite an interesting place this building is.
No,
a lot
I
of
don't
history
want-
here.
From the castle, you used to just be able to see solitude over the mountains. It's exactly what I imagined.
There's no better thing to do on a sunny day than to hunt.
Huh. There certainly is an ethereal presence here.
Rock sounds like a beautiful province. Britons are underrated, I have to admit.
I think the quest arrow is
This
kind of
realm is
wonky.
ever so charming, especially under the daylight.
Milady, I'm pleased to inform you.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Next. Careful there. Okay. Ah. Oh, come on! Well. How are we supposed to find this? Okay, now we can.
Quite an interesting place this building is.
Found
Amazing.
this.
To think that this small bit of parchment has been wedged between the rocks, dangling from the cliffs out there all this time, being ravaged by the winds and the rain and the snow year after year, and it still persisted. Perhaps it was the will
very
of Miles
improbable.
Magnarian that preserved it, so we might take action on it.
Good thing wolves can swim. This ain't the
Burgess Ulfstead, is it? Ulfstead. Where have I... Ah, that's right. There's a stonecutter by that name living down by Catla's farm. Or Morgraine, if memory serves. I'd take it to him and see what you can find out about what happened to the statue his great-great-grandfather carved.
I'd read stories about the Solitude Windmill, but I didn't expect it to be that big.
Can I help you with something?
You know anything about this contract?
Contract. What's this?
Castle off the coast.
Oh dear.
That's where
This
your
is my
vampire lady
great-great-grandfather's
friend grew
name.
up, right?
He was a sculptor and a stonecutter by trade. Passed down through the family to me as well. So after 3 generations, are you finally here to make good on this and collect the statue?
The statue's here?
Yes. It's been gathering dust in our cellar for ages. None of us had the heart to sell it since great-great-grandfather apparently didn't feel right about selling it because it was half paid for already.
I have the other 4,000. Could I?
Absolutely.
Can you pass it to the
We'll get
museum?
some hands and we'll cart it on up there by tomorrow.
I have no idea where I got this quest from. I might as well check it out.
All this time I've lived in Whiterun, I've never thought we'd actually capture a dragon here. I mean, I know the tale about Olaf One-Eye and Numinex, but never did I think we would reenact his legend.
A traditional dragon hunt, isn't it?
Well, it's still a hunt, just that we're setting up a trap instead of shoot to kill this time. In any case, I'm sure this will be my most unique hunt yet. Not the most thrilling, but certainly the most unique.
It's just funny that the AI voice acted is better than the...
Let me know if you see anything you like.
By the 9! I can't believe it's you. I was just asking around if anyone knew where I might find you.
For me? What are you talking
and
about?
I recently arrived here in Skyrim from Citadel. It's been a long journey, but he sent me to see if I could find you.
I can
I
tell
thought
you're
I'd check
no
the
stranger
tavern and
to
inn here in
wiles.
Whiterun
I'm
first,
sure we
and
can
then
meet
set
your
out for the other
needs.
towns tomorrow. But fortunately, the gods favor me today, as you seem to have found me instead. He's heard of your escape from that awful dragon attack and urgently needs to speak with you. I know nothing more than that.
So
It's at the inn in Falkreath. Would you please meet him at your earliest convenience? He only wishes to talk to you. Yeah, he gave me this note to give you, and a small token of his appreciation. Now then, I bid you good day, as I have another errand to run. No rest for the weary, as they say. Good day.
A good day. It's about the Helgen Reborn.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies?
Oh, did you need something?
Hi, is there something I can do for you?
Heard what you did. Killing those foul witches. Well done, companion.
Yes.
I am Harbinger. Oh, where did that place come from?
You're someone who can get things done. The finest weapons and armor.
Anything I can sell? If arrows don't weigh anything.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Drop something. I probably should have done this on my way to Whiterun.
You're home.
Hey, kiddo.
Can I get a few gold to spend? Please?
Okay, but only a few.
What? Seriously? No way. With this, I could buy everything in the market. Wow. Thanks.
This house looks just adorable. You're a great builder.
I didn't build it.
Hey, you dropped something. You sure you don't need it?
We good? to make sure we're getting the bolts, not the arrows. We need to return to the museum now.
Mama!
Just fight some more dragons.
Now that I'm more mortal, maybe we could dial down on the risky adventures.
What are you doing in Arthur's house? I thought the museum.
Well, my friend, it seems that did the trick. It hasn't exactly removed the spirit per se, but it certainly has appeased him. I found last night that the spirits of both Niles and Aurelia were wandering the halls of the museum, admiring the displays and taking in the splendor of the building Niles worked so hard on. They seem quite content. You may see them around from time to time in the late hours of the night, but I wouldn't expect any further problems.
Well,
Not
thanks
at
for your
all.
help.
Just doing the good work of our case so that the spirits
I
of the
say
deceased get the
sarcastically.
rest they deserve.
Thanks for your
And the rest of
help.
us can manage to get a good night's sleep as well. Take care.
Hey, talking to Remy first. Look at all the dragon mountains and see if we can find any dragons that we can. Ah. My cheat sheet here. Oh!
I've had enough of you.
Alright, I just had to filter on. Go to pro! There we go.
Let's see how you like this. I'm not someone to be trifled with.
Give me your bones. And your soul while you're at it.
The smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
The soul smell? Huh. Well, that didn't do much of anything. So boom!
Death to you. I've had enough of you.
Did you?
Go. No, no. Show no taboo!
Let's make our enemies regret they were even here.
Hope you're ready to lose.
The fool! Dang it. The fool!
Give him hell. That's enough out of you.
Whoa. You're actually... Are you alright?
Whoa there, steady. You okay?
The fool! I will rip out the bones from your corpse as it lies there.
Right? You wanna go?
No, he's already dead.
In your day.
Who are you fighting? Hey. What?
Wanna go?
What were you fighting? You keep on like making these. Why is the music stuff high? Not Raven Rock.
Bow and arrows are fun and all.
You're a
Can't be
great...
here to slash
Oops.
your enemies in half with your claws.
Oh.
Double king. Da, 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 da. We are with the Skyward over.
The Ancestor Glade had a charm, didn't it? Maybe we should revisit.
You're almost as good an archer as I am. Almost.
The only reason why you can't teach me more is that you don't want me to be better than you are. We have tons of dragon scale, so we could probably get dragon scale. They're a little weaker, but
magic much, do you? Can't say I blame you. I barely trust any of it myself.
we just need to have a log to firewood from, and we all set to live here forever.
Just you and me against...
Or to take the height breakers, I don't need like
world now. Not that I'm complaining. This is quite a place you've built here. It's much cozier than any Draugr-infested crypt, I'll give you that. Sure. In which skill? Alright then, let's begin. I'm glad we're together.
What are we doing now? Can you do something about Astroquest? I think the quest might be broken. Which would be really...
I thought the sun would feel different, being human and all. But scorching heat? Still not.
You think this place is scorching?
Skills I learned from my pop. The other half I learned from the wilds.
Alright.
You gonna help us or just stand there talking? Paul always said actions speak louder than words.
I'm supposed to speak for me, but it... course I'm having fun. Well, I'm trying to have fun. I have to contact Martin.
I don't know how we'll manage without...
I have the material.
Oh, Divines bless you. This will get us through the winter. We can't thank you enough.
Okay, I guess that is the trick. It's from Ash's, the Ash mod, like, by Martimus. Here on YouTube. If I hit to get Ash again, then I'm gonna have like way too many people on my party. Oh no, you're not bothering me.
Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
I need... Yes? What did you need?
Be a bit more hopeful now.
It was the least we could do. Of course. Perhaps a small step towards atonement for me. I feel a weight of guilt over what happened here. But is it even really guilt? Or just a programmed response to a negative outcome?
Well, I had a leak motion sensor, but it doesn't work anymore.
The only way to know is to keep trying.
So
to make amends, to offer support. To choose a better path, even if it's not the one I was originally designed for.
You know, even an age-old vampire can appreciate a quiet place to unwind.
The death of
where are you
Arthert
going?
should send a powerful message to all vampires in Skyrim. No matter who they are, where they hide, we'll hunt them all down.
What are you busy doing?
I tell you the Dragonborn comes with a voice wielding power of the ancient Nord art.
I was a little distracted. I can't. Supposed to talk to Ash, but somehow he's busy. And is he here at the village?
Hardlack White Mane has been laid to rest, I know. May his soul live forever in the halls of Sovngarde. You are the harbinger of the companions. It is my honor to stand before you.
Let's see, I'm obviously a gamer. I have autism, ADHD. I'm non-binary. Still trying to figure out what label I would fall under, but I think it might be probably pangender. Yeah, while I'm streaming, I'm she/her. Obviously.
You sweet talker.
Go fiddling with any locks around here. We're going to have a real problem.
I used to have my pronouns on the screen. Let's see if I can. I think I just did put it into this overlay. that just unlocks it from the interface. Well, there it is. That comes out weird. There's no... Apparently the, she, hey! Our pronouns are she or hey. She and hey you. That's the... That's cool. There we go. There we go. Outline. Maybe stand out just a little bit more. There we go. And you just go back to the... Like, I don't really have a preference. I mean, technically all pronouns apply to me equally. I guess kind of what pangender means. It's just that because I'm in VTuber form, I'm presenting myself as female. She makes more sense to me than anything else. I don't think I checked that one yet. So, like, basically, it's... Maybe it's just my own people-pleasing nature as an autistic person. But, like, it's kind of like she for people who aren't comfortable using neutral pronouns, and they for people who prefer to use neutral pronouns for people who are non-binary. Although I would say for like people who I am honestly not that particular. Like, I can almost say that I'm gender fluid, except that, like, my own sense of self is static. It's just the way I present myself that shifts. And when I present myself a certain way, my preferred pronouns shift with the way I'm presenting myself. If that makes any sense.
What is it now? Can't...
I almost feel like I need to invent a new pronoun for myself. I'm not new pronoun. New gender identity for someone who, like, I'm gender tuber. Gender VTuber. Pangender, like there's pangender, then there's polygender, and I just prefer they're kind of the same. I think pangender is like all genders, whereas polygender is more like you identify with a collection of genders. I think like, there's just so many different. There's so many different genders. And my decision paralysis means I can't, Dragon Run, this is alphabetical.
Wait.
Yeah, basically, I think pangender in a nutshell is like male, female, everything in between, and beyond. I don't know, I started streaming, like, I think almost 9 years ago. I started streaming on January 6th. Not the January 6th, a January 6th. Because, like, I've been wanting to do it for a while, and that was the beginning of not really the beginning. Like, that was, like, the day that Donald Trump got like voted in, and to just kind of help myself cope with the fact that Donald Trump had been elected and is being officially certified on that day. I started streaming. And now I will never forget which day is my anniversary. Thanks to the people who decided to riot when he wasn't re-elected. There he is. Door.
I'm gonna put you down.
Asher used to like whip us, but not. Damn it! I might have to reload a save if that keeps living like that.
You just got the short end of the stick.
Martimus, I found a bag.
smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Wait, that's Ayla. Okay.
Our prey awaits. Well,
Change your mind.
Just thinking about you, the whelp who became the pack's leader. And you?
A very
If you're
short time,
thinking
too.
about something important, I'd rather know.
I'm kind of thinking the same thing as you.
Ha! What are the odds?
Yeah,
The
Serana.
hunt waits.
Do we have a tracker for Ayla, or what's going on here? Oh, talk to the companions leaders for work. Okay. I just talk to myself for work.
Roaming the wilds with you ignites a fire in your soul.
And I think like a good chunk of why everyone... There's two reasons why everyone wants to marry Serana. One is Laura Bailey. And the other is the mod that
Forgotten
expands
Veil.
her dialogue.
Can you believe we were there? It's like a dream.
And fleshes her out more.
I was cooped up in Whiterun for too long. It's good to be traveling again.
Well, that's a ton of different... Yeah, Martin Myth, I do think I found a glitch here. But I had to, like, redo the entire... At this point, I've traveled around too much. I'm hoping she's just heading here and that we can just, like, wait until she arrives. I think even more people would want to marry Laura... Laura Bailey's already married. More people would want to marry Serana if Laura Bailey did Jester's voice for Serana.
Nice getup. At least you won't be dragging.
She is here. Okay. I'm not sure my particular favorite race. I mean, we're bred mostly so that we could have a... Originally, back when I first played Whimsy, she was a Khajiit. Because it's harder to do a cat. Well, there's various reasons, but one of them is that it's just harder to do a cat avatar than...
I usually don't mind helping strangers, but Norellian was remarkably ungrateful.
Looks like the moons won't bear witness to our hunt.
I'm sorry. For the pain I caused, for the life I took.
Oh, there.
I know apologies are meaningless in the face of such loss, but it's all I have to offer. As someone who exists outside the boundaries of mortality, I cannot claim to understand your fate or your afterlife. But I hope, wherever you are,
Let's look at the string title.
you found peace. And if fate allows rebirth, may your next lives be filled with joy and love. Thank you for bringing me here. It brought me a measure of peace.
Come on, we could say we admire her more without flirting. Come on. We can compliment someone without flirting. It might come off as flirting. Yeah, I'm glad we could help. Lionel and Remy deserve a chance at having.
And I'll do what I can to ensure they have it. It's the least I can do. All right. Providing for them
Good thing
doesn't
you're
erase
around,
the
Ash.
past, but
I'm not
perhaps
too
it's a
sure
step
the
towards
kids would be
total.
interested in learning the
Careful now.
conjuring.
Vigilance is key in the path to victory.
Second thought, summoning an army of the undead probably would sound
Sure.
interesting to a young boy.
Let's have a huge party of like 5 people.
You'd make a great teacher, though. You're kind, patient, and much
Who
more
will
thorough
become
in studies than
the Sensual Seven.
All true. But hey, Remy took well to your no-nonsense approach.
We have a traveler and
practical-minded
I don't know.
Like you.
Share, go.
My lectures would function more like a lullaby to him.
Lynette might find that even more useful than Remy's newfound hunting prowess. She's got her hands full with him. You're reading again.
I don't know if I have any particular advice. Like the whole idea is to just live stream and kind of do a lot of
One must
improv.
think
And
deeply and widely.
originally, I actually had a D20 that I'd roll and like a stats sheet, like for climbing and stuff. I think there's a few things I still roll for, like basically I play Skyrim a lot. Oh, and I also have like access to wikis. So like if I want to know like where an ebony mine is, I like roll, for example, or a gold mine. So like see if I can, how well I can find it out. You just have to like there's mods that can help with certain types of role plays. My character, I basically use alternate start mostly so I can set up my character ahead of time, being more immersive. There's also Skyrim Unbound, which does the same thing only without allowing you to do the original origin. Yeah, I also like have things like she's traumatized by like witnessing an execution and nearly being executed herself, which I also like paid some money to get like Sorana to talk about that with us when we like witness the execution in Solitude. She's also like extremely afraid of spiders, initially afraid of dragons, but continually afraid of spiders. So I mean, giving your character a fear of a particular creature can be interesting. There's also like a lot of books you can find out there that allow you to like roll up a character's backstory, and you can kind of adapt that to the Skyrim setting. And Whimsy, I think she's basically chaotic good, which and since there's two mods that I would recommend if you want to play like just a kind of good person and still be able to do like the Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild. There's Thieves Guild for good guys and Dark Brotherhood for good guys. That'd probably be more pertinent to your question in particular. There might be a version of those mods, since they mostly add books and stuff. Just sort of like like for Dark Brotherhood, I think they add like little books or like they amend the contract that you receive to tell you like, hey, this person that you're about to kill is like awful and terrible. I think they've started to like lift some of the restrictions on modding. Let's go with this episode. Well, according to Google's AI, it is a mod that alters the quest line on PlayStation. It is on the Starfield Creations. It is on the Creations website, even though it's called Starfield Creations. I definitely use like most of the good patches. Like the Sky, I use like the code patches and stuff that you can't really get on PlayStation, but the unofficial patch, I believe there's a PlayStation version of it.
Or so my mother would say. That
You need to
includes
talk
the
to Ash about the other ones.
questionable literature of local
I'm using it right now, so.
What now?
Okay, Arthert framework.
I just wanted a light read for once.
The path
And
ahead.
Following the bard's
It feels shrouded in
self-important tour of the
shadows.
city is interesting
I'm not sure
enough
which
for
way
me
to
keep
turn.
turning the pages.
Not really. I've heard that like the guy who made some of these unofficial mods is kind of an a-hole. That's the only bad thing I could think of to say about it.
Sure.
Each hunting opportunity is a chance to...
Serana, if anyone knows how to
Yeah, there should be some other quests. There's a quest to return her Oh, there we go. There's the... There's the tube.
You hardly need a book for that. Look there. Dead assassins. Brotherhood garb, no mistaking it.
Ah, crap.
Well now, had an itch, I'd be seeing the two of you again. I suppose these weary bones will get some rest after all.
Can we maybe find a tavern? I'm starving.
We have unfinished business.
Peaceful, ain't it? World could use a bit more of that.
Why do you have an Imperial surname?
That's a fair question. My father was a true son of Cyrodiil. Came to Skyrim seeking his fortune. Found it in the form of my Nord mother, he did. Guess I'm a bit of a blend.
Guess that explains your gruff banner speaking too.
Spent most of my life in the woods. Learned more from the trees than from any fancy city folk. Had to polish up my tongue a bit in the Brotherhood, mind you. But that's all in the past now.
Why did you become an assassin?
That's a long story. But the short version is, I had a friend. A close one. We enlisted together in the Imperial Legion. Back in 4E171, at the start of the Great War. We were young, foolish, thought we were invincible. But the war, it changes a man.
And war never changing. What happened?
We were ambushed by Thalma Justiciars. My friend, he didn't make it. I barely escaped with my life. I saw them, standing over his body, mocking him, desecrating his memory. That's when the rage took hold. A thirst for vengeance that consumed me. I hunted them down, one by one. It became my sole purpose, my only reason for living. When the war ended, I was left empty, haunted by what I'd done, by the blood on my hands. I'd become a killer, but it brought me no peace. The Brotherhood offered me a way to channel that darkness, to use my skills for their purposes.
Why'd you leave?
Years of taking lives. It wore me down. I saw the same pain, the same loss, reflected in the eyes of every victim. I realized I'd become the very thing I hated. I needed to escape that cycle of violence, to find some semblance of peace. So I left the Brotherhood behind, buried my past in these woods, and chose a different path, a quiet life, away from the shadows.
I'm glad we're here together.
That we do, lass. But allow a man the small dignity of setting his shack in order first. So, did you drive your blade through his gullet? Grin madly as you wiped his steaming blood from your steel?
Someone else beat me to it. Medius made more than one powerful enemy, it seems. All that paranoia from the
Ash?
I know the feeling. Gods, can't even swing me axe overhead without buckling like a fawn. Hardly enough to get a fire going, this is. Pathetic.
Just coming right by the wood.
For the ritual of it. For the shivering squatter that stumbles upon this place years from now. Because old Shio seems a doting neighbor, keeping me company while I whittle away the years, waiting for the Brotherhood to do me in. That's all I have left, stranger. Those blasted greenhorns. Can't believe I let them get the best of me.
I know you're more of the sneaky type.
Because it's not coming in, I assume.
You bore witness to the so-called Wrath of Sithis. The Brotherhood's parting gift to those who break the tenets. Gods. The organization's in sorry shape. Those two were still wet behind the ears. Got a few licks in though.
In all seriousness,
Those were the only ones?
Escaped by the skin of his teeth. Nicked him with poison-coated steel, so he can't have run far. He'll be back to finish the job soon enough.
I reckon I ought to be thankful for your skill or their incompetence. Who knows? I won't be
There you
diverted
are.
off course, though. Not till your fate is sealed. I've had enough idle chatter. Choose where you'll take your last breaths. It's time to end this.
Agreed, lass.
All right, design philosopher.
Really?
How about that form and function principle of yours? Explain your heels.
I'll do as I
Seems like a
please.
rather
Just
large flaw in
keep
your
walking.
theory.
Roland Briand, I came here seeking justice. To kill you just as you so cruelly killed my father. But I don't
Now that I'm more mortal, maybe we could dial down on the risky
those I've wronged in
adventures.
the past. You'll live another day, assassin. But you're still bound by the consequences of your actions. The Brotherhood still hunts you. You won't ever remove the blood-colored stains your actions have wrought, but a truly repentant man would pull out a rag anyway. That's your assessment as well, right?
I should buy your worship materials, right?
My boots are enchanted to constantly adjust my center of balance for optimal combat footing. As for your strategic display, I imagine the artisan who designed it understood a key principle of combat.
Ash,
Control where your
really?
opponent looks.
You can talk of Serrano later.
Some might even call it a form of tactical intimidation.
I need to wait them.
God, she's talking about my outfit's boob window, isn't she?
Besides, what's wrong with wanting to look good while you're ending
Sharp
someone?
blade, sharp mind.
We all have our big windows.
Never took you for a wit, Ash.
I am. When
Except for
logical
Lydia
calls for
and
materials.
half of us have big
Yes.
windows.
My father's workshop. Canas always needs supplies. It's practical. And a constant reminder of your debt.
Supplies. Wood. Or... That's... doable. A bit
Personally,
humiliating
I never saw myself
for
I have to
being
cross all the way
cutting wood is
one in the sky together.
burly of an activity for me.
fitting, I suppose. I'll take the task on.
It's done. At long last.
How do you feel?
A weight has shifted. Not lifted entirely, but redistributed. Perhaps amends are a form of justice too. A different kind, less visceral. Maybe even more meaningful. Time will tell if it eases the ache. There's still the matter of this runaway assassin. He'll surely come after Roland if we don't intervene.
We should leave any loose ends untied, but
Roland
where do we start
mentioned that he
looking?
cut his attacker, meaning he can't be too far off. There should be a blood trail. That's our starting point.
They say the Reach used to be the only part of Skyrim that wasn't covered in snow.
This is definitely where the skirmish took place. Now to find out which direction the assassin fled.
I've got just the spell for that. A little detect life ought to reveal something interesting. And they must be out of range. Nothing but birds and bugs out here.
A moment's rest is in order. Let's pause here.
Okay, dog meat. But we don't
Gods,
have dog meat.
already?
That's
And here I was thinking the woman made of metal and magic had endless stamina.
Really?
Don't tell me you're getting
Dude!
loaded.
Do that!
My operational parameters far exceed yours, Vampire. Sustained travel requires periodic check. Watch it.
Easy there, killer. I'm just messing with you. But I am curious.
Your banter is
Do
getting
you
in
actually
the way.
get tired?
Tired isn't the correct term. My systems don't degrade from fatigue in the mortal sense, but they do require maintenance. I have a simulated fatigue response, a leftover from my initial scripting.
Simulated? So you could just turn it off?
Theoretically, but I haven't. It's a useful diagnostic. It reminds me to run checks before a minor joint misalignment becomes a critical failure. It's efficient.
Of course. Only you would turn taking a break into a scheduled maintenance check.
My maintenance checks are scheduled. Your weather complaining, however, seems to occur at a random yet far more frequent interval. This looks promising. Let's follow the trail and hope it holds.
Blood trails are pretty reliable. For short distance. Longer stretches, though. They can vanish in a heartbeat. Let's hope our assassin didn't scurry off too far.
Really?
What's our next plan? Steel your resolve. No matter the outcome, we finish this today.
You just lose all his blood right here? Don't see any more blood trail. Martimus, I think something's broken.
Could use a bit
Again.
of polish, but still sharp.
Are you kidding me?
The only time I would ever chop wood is when I need some for a fire while camping. It's not my thing, but I can do it decently well.
What the hell's going on?
Hi, Izmir. I have to say, this crossbow is an amazing device. Thank you, Thane.
Is that like more blood?
And who might you two be?
Ah, here we go.
Come to
Why you have lots of health?
my alchemical concoctions won't fail me.
Oh, you run away from me.
Easier mark. Another fight, another victory. That takes care of the assassins actively hunting Roland. He should be able to make the trek to the workshop mostly unhindered now.
Ooh, goldsmith bar. Let's set later to Arthert.
More will come for him eventually, I'm sure. But that's his burden to carry, not ours. Let's get out of here. I think I've had my
You're
fill
a
of
great
assassins for the day.
alchemist. You know that, right? And that's coming from me, so it means something.
Okay, last but not least.
Just you and me against the world now. Not that I'm complaining.
Yes? Ashy?
Hey there. I have a little something for you.
Are you just having a gift off right here?
Half my skills I learned from my mom. The other half I learned from the wilds.
This must be the place.
Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
I don't know where the needs to get
I'm
corner
not
up.
surprised.
Barkeep,
Windhelm isn't known
I'd
for its
like a
hospitality towards outsiders.
Of course.
Looks like he's just over there. Let's go have a chat. Remember, a smart mouth can't save you when your head is on the floor.
There?
Another day, another drink.
Windhelm is the pride.
What's it all matter anyway?
Are you Torfin?
Talk?
Stop.
What's the point? Another sub-story to drown in mead? Go find someone else to bother. Wait. Is that Ash? The Breton who left me to die? Stole my family heirloom and vanished? Come to mock me in my misery?
Came to return your sword.
Is that so? Keep it. A reminder of what you did to me. This sword, it was a symbol of my honor. My family's legacy. Now it's tainted. Just like my life.
What do you mean legacy? Like the legacy of a dragonborn?
People have families, don't they? Think, milk drinker. She
Guilty
just
as charged.
and ruined mine. All for some greater good. What good was that when the entire village died but 2 mere children? It wasn't even a glorious death. They were running. Afraid. That would have been me too. But I'm still alive. Just waiting to die my own hero's death.
I'm not surprised. It just doesn't make things any less difficult for me. I'm not surprised. It just doesn't make things any less difficult for me. It's like I'm staring at
Rana,
myself
could you
in the
get your
mirror.
boobs out of my face?
Torfin blames
Thank you.
circumstances for how he is, but doesn't realize that he put himself there. You could have left me in that same spot not too long ago. But you stayed with me, through oblivion and high water. Can't we do the same for him? Good.
Perhaps.
Let me do the talking. He does know me after all.
What?
Oh, it's
you again? Come to
Didn't expect
lecture
to
me
see
some
you
more.
again. Apparently, some Northmen
First off,
were murdered.
we can fully refund my
Not sure why
fee.
you care.
This is for the job. Consider it a reimbursement.
You sure you don't need me to
I
take
let you
some of
down,
that weight?
Torfin.
Doesn't
I
look
should have returned
pleasant.
your sword after the attack, but I was scared. Clinging to the idea of vengeance. A fool's errand, I realize now. Torfin, I regret what happened. I'm sorry.
What?
Can you find it in your heart to forgive me?
This is the first time I've ever seen you like this. Forgiveness, eh? Don't know about that. But if you two really do want to be of help...
5?
There's this bandit clan I was tracking before I became a drunken mess. Folk had come to the bar, crying, angry, resigned. I'd accept him to their name, spinning tales of highwaymen robbing them on the roads.
You're almost as
Got so out of hand that embarrassed went to the Jarl to have a bounty put up. A perfect quest for someone like me, but... if you could finish what I started, end these bandits, it'd be... good. Here, the bounty. Some of my scribblings on it, maybe they'll aid you.
Very well. Dealing with bandits. It's a start. Come on, friend. Let's get this done.
Apparently some Nord women were murdered. Not sure why I should care.
Good thing you did for Norelion, retrieving this.
Where is it?
And for him before
Result.
he died. Man was obsessed.
I guess we would be the central six if we include the Traveler. We have Caddy Bree,
Vengeance.
who's technically part of the party.
Honest clarity, but it's only brought more questions. About myself.
Although we have like
purpose,
2 other
about
horses,
everything.
so we're. Yeah. But they're not officially members of the party.
This is inefficient. He's sending us on an errand he's perfectly capable of completing himself. I'm open to accepting his request. Hey!
Let's just do a quick save here.
So this isn't just a task. It's a consequence of my actions. He can't face the man he is now, so he needs me to be the warrior he wasn't.
Hey, Bear. No, not here for you.
Extremely. His pride is another wound I inflicted, even if I didn't mean to. It's only right that I help tend to it. Let's go.
Some casual water walking. Let's see Dragonfly's power here. It'll donate these to the museum. Ellen, are you braving fire all of a sudden? I didn't hear your control. Hello there.
What was that?
One misstep can ruin marriage. Futile efforts.
Can't tell. Got a really crowded party here.
Nothing like a good fight to remind us we're alive.
If this doesn't work, we revert to Plan B. Aggressive negotiation.
That's it.
Low visibility. Favorable. Terrain. Ideal conditions, assuming our enemy isn't as prepared as we are.
Picture hard as proof. Yeah, I do. Just sticky fingers. Oh, we need to blow your rags. Before any of you ask, now I don't need them. I'm sure. I have this weird tendency to pick things up by accident. Ooh, cheese! Or no. If I was right, am I right?
Evening, Colin. Alchemy, when done right, can provide a discernible combat advantage.
Just doing some push-ups. That's fine.
My father was a legionnaire and my mother was a companion. So bandits generally stayed away from us unless they had the numbers. Getting them was only a matter of time.
Bandits are worthless enemies, barely worth my arrow.
Colin.
Let's put an end to these bandits.
Oh yeah, Ash, I have a bunch of potions for you.
Do you need something? My reserves aren't exactly depleted at the moment, but I'm always happy to accept
Yeah, but
a
when they
magical boost of
are,
any
you'll
sort.
never,
Think of
I'll
it as
never
preventative
hear the end of it.
maintenance. Enough of that.
Okay. If I came out, okay, I was complaining.
Answers, Colin. Answers that seem to elude me at every turn.
The death of Harkin should send a powerful message to all vampires in Skyrim. No matter who they are, where they hide, we'll hunt them all down. I sense a great hunt.
I can't help but wonder how Eastmark was holding up, with their Jarl focused on the war.
Excuse me?
Hey, so... Love, let's spend some time in bed together.
Oh,
Great.
like
Let's find
to-
a place where we can truly be private first.
I'll have to, like, dismiss everybody. Maybe after we, turn this
My
in.
heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen. There's no fairness.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat. I can see you again.
Torpin seems different, like, something should have been him.
The weight of his choices is finally catching up to him. Maybe now, he's ready to listen.
And what is some Nord women were murdered?
I didn't
Not
expect
sure
to see
why I
you
should
again.
care.
That's great.
So, is this
You
the
can go to
place?
bar is over there for your bounty.
Now, as for your sword, let's settle things. It's yours.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around.
Can we rent a bed here?
Oh, it's you! I didn't expect to see you again.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my
You said it was your
kind.
family's legacy.
I was wrong.
Cruel oath was a reminder from my family. To always question our loyalties, to see if they're rightly placed. My
Grey
loyalty
Quarter
was
is
to
not much
myself
to
for a
look at
while.
now, but it wasn't
I ran
always
away,
so bad.
drinking my sorrows.
All my goods are legitimate, which is
You've
more
moved
than I can
past
say
that.
for some.
I understand. Thank you. What will you do now?
I'm
The
not
Corner
sure.
Club's been filling up at
Can't
night
exactly
lately.
go out adventuring.
I'll bet Elda up at Candlehearth
Civil
is
war
jealous.
going on.
Yes.
I would get some work here for now.
Miranye,
As a
I
hired
just
hand.
have to know.
I'd
We might
even be
be
willing to
poor,
serve
but
in
is it really
bars.
any better out there?
Even he is sick of
Yes,
me.
sir. Where
Friend,
do you get your
you could talk to the engine.
I am always amazed at how you
Thorfinn's
manage
not the
to
most
Not a
charming
day
fellow.
passes
Maybe you can get him
that I
some
don't
work.
wonder if life would be better in Morrowind.
Yes,
Need
sir.
some?
I need to
I'll want
rent a
to
room
meet
anyway.
you next time they're around. Maybe you can
Ooh.
give an introduction.
Is this the place? I'll consider it. Many of the people I deal with.
Let's talk to you about Torben.
That sodden node who stinks of cheap mead and misplaced arrogance. What about him? Come to complain about the noise. Perhaps suggest I toss him out on his arse. Believe me, the thought has crossed my mind more than once.
Had a tough time. He's not a bad
A
sort,
tough
really.
time. He's brought it upon himself. Wallowing in self-pity, drowning his sorrows in ale, and making life miserable for everyone around him. A typical Nord, wouldn't you say?
I think it
You
Torben
think
the
I'd
job.
let that drunken oaf work in my establishment? He'd scare away my customers and likely try to start a brawl. Don't be ridiculous.
Get me.
Oh, it's you! I didn't expect to see you again.
Have I mentioned I don't like snow?
Thought.
Okay, what the?
Perhaps suggest I toss him out on his arse.
What
A
the
tough
hell?
time. Wallowing in
Stupid
self-pity,
whole conversation
drowning
again.
his sorrows in ale, and making life miserable for everyone around him. A typical Nord, wouldn't you say?
Unless the pot of doors,
Fine.
Everett.
Let's just say I haven't encountered many Nords who've earned my respect. Especially not in this city. They shoved us into this dank corner, treat us like dirt beneath their boots, and they call themselves civilized.
What if we get Torben a job? Imagine a proud Nord humble working for Dunmer.
An intriguing proposition. To see a Nord scrubbing floors and serving mead to his own kind, in a Dunmer establishment. It would certainly bring a smile to my face.
Ugh,
And make it
Connor,
unique.
don't your eyes ever get dry?
Sorry.
Apparently, some Nord women were murdered. Not sure why I should care.
Hey!
Need something. So,
Yes?
is this the place?
What did you need?
Well, it's done. Torben got a job at the end, and Vicky's really starting to let go of the
Thank you.
past.
You've helped a broken man find a path to redemption. And in doing so, you've given me hope. Hope that maybe I too can atone for my mistakes. I also get to keep this sword, so that's nice.
I suppose Nerve Shadow, though. I think about the way you experience that possibility that when you look at someone like Torben, do you really get
Seeing
faith?
Thorfinn like that, it evokes a sense of pity? But is it true pity, or just a logical conclusion based on his circumstances?
Let's keep moving. Play a kind of ponder
Yes,
runway.
we shall.
Do you choose what?
Things have been a lot worse around here since Ulfric took over. If you need another drink,
not really an
I'll be
innkeeper.
right here.
Oh, it's you! I didn't expect to see you again.
Oh,
Aborn? Where are you?
come
Like,
see me in
really-
the marketplace tomorrow. You won't find better prices in all of Eastmarch. Sorry.
Make it quick.
Oh, it's you! I didn't expect to see you again.
Well, you're so
I
alive.
count
That's
my
something.
blessings every day. Trying to
What are
stay
you doing
alive.
here?
I think time's running out, though. I'm pretty sure the Thalmor know where I am. Maybe you can help me. You know, by way of making amends for getting me into this mess.
I'll do what I
You
can to
will?
help you.
Really? Well, okay. Here's the situation. I was trying to get to Morrowind. The Dunmer don't care much for the Thalmor, and I figured I'd be safe there. As safe as anywhere, that is. But there's a Khajiit hanging around the main gate. I didn't like the way he was looking at me. I'm sure he's Thalmor, just waiting for me to leave so he can follow me and kill me in a lonely place.
I'll
You'd be
take care of
saving
this
my life.
task for you.
Again, I know I probably seemed ungrateful. I've just been so scared. Expecting a knife at my throat any minute.
I say it's a win-win situation. We help an accomplice and get to kill a Thalmor assassin. Let's hunt.
Oh, cool.
So, is this the place?
We can't actually run a room here, so,
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them greyskins know what I think of them.
Really?
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God.
Welcome. Oh, let me know if you want anything. I think I've got a clean mug around here. Somewhere. Got some
Need a
fresh
private
bacon,
room?
Those dark elf Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Enjoy your stay. And don't break
we're
nothing.
just going to pretend that.
So, is this the place?
Oh.
You're reading again.
So, is
not
this the
surprised,
place?
But a gentleman's guide to Whiterun?
Yep.
This one's a favorite of
Good. Come here, you.
legend we all know and love.
Let me know if there's any
One must read deeply and widely, or so my mother would say. That includes the questionable literature of local parts.
Come on.
Written by Mikhail, I believe.
Let's your talk.
The
Your
man
idea
who
of
was so convinced of his
pillow
own
talk.
charm, he wrote a manual about it. You despise him. Why are you taking his advice?
I just wanted a light read
Really?
for once.
That
And
sounds-
following the
considering
bard's
what just happened, that
self-important
sounds
tour
a
of
lot
the
more
city
naughty than
is
it should be.
interesting enough for me to keep turning the pages.
Serana, if anyone knows how to...
That's still
situation, it's you.
active.
You hardly need a book for that.
How much dwarving did
Yep. Serana definitely knew that the Dragonborn would come. Lord, I apologize for that there, Joe.
Hey, take it easy next time, will you? I can barely even breathe.
Alright. Or is that rhetorical? Probably.
Wow.
You've done well.
You know, it's not just the thrill of adventure. It's wondering what might happen after. Sure. In which skill? Alright then, let's begin.
The path ahead. It feels shrouded in shadows. I'm not sure which way to turn.
I love your style. You're looking good today.
High Rock sounds like a
Hey,
beautiful province.
I'm glad you're here with me.
Britons are underrated.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
From Windhelm's docks, we can go to anywhere in the world.
Ow. A lot of my face for some reason.
Move on, friend. I have nothing to sell today. Move on, friend. I have nothing to sell today. Yes? All right. But if you get arrested, do not blame it on me. You already know all that I know.
Light
Move
armor
on,
does
friend.
provide a lot of
You're
tactical
welcome,
advantages.
traveler.
Just don't get hit.
A welcome to I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you?
Super Kaji, you might be a Palmor spy.
You must mean that one over there. He is not one of us. Darmor Firth, eh? Giving all Khajiit a bad name. I hope that you will come to do business with us again. Move on, friend. I have nothing to sell today.
Hey, I learned how to mess for you.
Ah, very good. I think we understand each other.
What was that?
I've got this sudden craving for... everything.
Note.
Sweet rolls, roasts. Oh, to eat again.
So much for that Thalmor assassin. Let's tell Malborn he's free to leave the city.
Morning, Carlin.
Truthfully, I don't drink very much. Last time I did, it was with Tor and some of the other guards.
I don't drink at all, except for that one time. And never again.
There are so many giants out here.
Working at the inn keeps me busy.
Let me know if you need anything.
Keeps
I'll
my
take
mind
a
off
seat
the
by
past.
the fire and I'll send someone over.
It's honest work, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. Maybe...
The Ancestor
Maybe
Glade
this
had
is
a
a
charm,
fresh start,
didn't it? Maybe we should revisit.
Our assassin is dead. It's safe to leave
Great
now.
news. I'd better go, right now. Before they find me again. This is my chance. Thank you. Here. I stole a lot from the Thalmor over the years. You may as well have some of it.
Nice meeting you, Malborn. Briefly as it was.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind. I was wrong. It was a pleasure.
Anna, I have been analyzing common anti-vampire tactics catalogued in local folklore. Most seem rooted in baseless speculation rather than actual research.
Oh, you mean the Peasant's Guide to Vampire Hunting? Please. Half of it's superstition cooked up by people who've never even seen a vampire. It did. One very old, very stuffy vampire lord who happened to have a terrible allergy. The story... got out of hand.
So, Garnigan specialized stakes at tactical impasses.
You're taking this very seriously. Most people just carry a clove of garlic and hope for the best. Now that I'm more mortal, maybe we could dial down on the risky adventures.
No, not gonna work. Nocturnal.
Craft your potions judiciously. Afternoon, Carlin.
All right, design.
Sharp.
All right.
Another
How
trip.
about that
Another
form and
load.
function principle of yours?
This is how I go out.
Explain your heels.
Least it won't
Seems
be
like a...
by-
Huh. Hint to go on.
A large flaw in your theory.
The bathroom is... Someone hear about? What? It looks like it.
All right then.
My boots are enchanted to constantly adjust my center of balance for optimal combat footing. As for your strategic display, I imagine the artisan who designed it understood critical combat, control where you're... Some might even call it a form of tactical intimidation.
Gods, she's talking about my attitude, isn't she?
What's wrong with wanting to look good while you're ending someone?
That's Lost Ballerina.
Never took... For a wit, Ash.
I am, when logic calls for it.
Cheese brain! Yep. Hello? Hello? Game? Crap. I'm being too stealthy! I've broken the game! With my overpowered stuff. And lead sniping skills. Is Skyrim just not responding? No, it might as well not be responding. It's functionally frozen. Let's see if I can close the window or if I have to. After all that progress, you can see my fancy cyberpunk wallpaper.
My boots are enchanted to constantly adjust my center of balance for optimal combat footing.
Yeah. That's not it right now.
Gods, she's talking about my outfit's boob window, isn't she?
Besides, what's wrong with wanting to look good while
Never took you for a wit, Ash.
Let's give them a show. Another fight?
Oh.
There's no one I'd rather have watching my back.
What are we fighting? Odd. Alf is back. I should probably roll for this.
A moment's rest is in order. Let's pause here.
Gods,
Yeah,
already?
we're pretty smart.
And here I was thinking the woman made of metal and magic had endless stamina. Don't tell me.
I rolled a 9! In honor of the mighty 9, I will consider it to be a high net roll.
Easy there, killer. I'm just messing with you. But I am curious. Do you actually get tired?
My systems don't degrade from fatigue in the mortal sense, but they do require maintenance. I have a simulated fatigue response, a leftover from my initial scripting. Theoretically, but I haven't. It's a useful diagnostic. It reminds me to run checks before a minor joint misalignment becomes a critical failure.
Yep, there we go.
Pretty good at mixing emotions, I have to say. This doesn't mean
My
you're
maintenance
going
checks
to
are
live
scheduled.
alone in the woods now.
Your weather complaining,
right?
however, seems to occur at a random yet far more frequent interval.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I still...
Leave,
Going into the...
Evil stirs in this place. I fear for the security of the very land if it should break free.
What evil do you mean, and can I vanquish it?
Of Hednorak, who has been dead for many generations. I fear, however, that his return may be at hand.
There must be a way to stop this.
I have been holding him here. While he regains strength, however, I am fading. By now, I can barely contain his power, much less defeat him if he awakens. But with the help of a living champion, I may be able to succeed.
I love you, Serana. Your sneezes are quite adorable. Well, actually, evil is kind of our thing, so, just tell me, point the way.
Do this? 3 vessels in the tomb below hold the power to vanquish Hednorak. Before anything else, we need those. Bring them to me, but be careful, mortal. They are guarded by Hednorak's minions. They will stop at nothing to see their master return.
Shh. Okay, pickpocket the ghost.
Quiet.
Or Bador. What happens if I pickpocket the ghost? Did the game crash?
With those 3 vessels, Hednorak
I can't actually pickpocket him.
Find her before he can.
Evil in waiting. Fume. Place well. Oh. Oh. Alright, work here is done. Oh. Okay. All destroyed it. The hidden evil. I guess. We're here. I need my quest arrow. Excuse me. Or possibly the clairvoyant stuff.
With aim like that, you'd probably miss more if you tried. You're a natural with the bow.
Ah.
Judging by the size of this crypt, this dragon priest must have been as powerful as the Jarl. We'll see if he has any fight in him.
Careful, there's a trap here. Careful, there's a Draugr here. He's dead. So.
Hey, you dropped something. You sure you don't need it?
Just returning to its proper place.
better be important.
What was that? I was sure I
Die!
heard something.
Die!
I was sure I heard something.
Okay, ladies, thank you. Yeah, thing. Huh.
Of all the times. Sorry, my bad.
What? Feed me, hon. Thank you. Who's breathing really heavily in here?
Weapons up. I sense something. Who's there?
A glorious hunt.
What is it now? Can't it wait? You sure you don't need me to take some of that weight? Doesn't look pleasant.
Huh.
Conflict is in our blood. Deep down, everyone has a desire for it.
What is it? I certainly
It feels shrouded in shadows. I'm not sure which way to turn.
Half my skills I learned from my pa. The other half I learned from the wilds.
The open thing, huh? Oh. Nope, yeah.
The Ancestor Glade had a charm, didn't it? Maybe we should revisit.
Vengeance. It promised clarity, but it's only brought more questions. About myself, about my purpose, about everything.
To the catacombs. Ah! Oh, the big one.
What's that?
Ah! Not another one. Oh, go to hell! I had too many people with us. A little fun fact: I'm actually capturing. Well, I'm technically capturing. Oh crap! Well, that's unfortunate. I might need to like dismiss. I don't know. I feel like the Nordic tombs are particularly prone to crashing from having too many people, too many companions. The evil can wait until. I'll get the fang.
Judging by the size of his grip, this dragon priest must have been as powerful as a Jarl. We'll see if he has any fight.
Bye, good luck containing the ancient evil.
Back with more flattery, I see.
Be back later with less people. They're coming back for reinforcements. We're coming back for freaking.
I don't know much about this stuff. I just keep it safe.
In a pretty good day, not gonna lie.
Much of Skyrim's history we see. From the castle, you used to just be able to see solitude over the mountains. It's exactly what I imagined.
A lot of history here.
All is well around.
You can really see all the effort we put into our
As it houses the most historically significant artifacts containing various key figures. In addition to a wide array of enchanted items that are highly unique and powerful, if not also...
Light armor does provide a lot of tactical advantages, just don't get hit.
Yeah, you can find
I like the display of
this runs out
The path
via
ahead.
creations, I guess.
It feels shrouded in shadows. I'm not sure which way to turn. vengeance. It promised clarity, but it's only brought more questions. About myself, about my purpose, about everything.
Here you will find the
Oh, what is it?
There's hardly any.
The other assassin is dead.
Roland must have caused quite a racket when he left the Brotherhood.
No, your vengeance quest is officially over.
No more threats. No more blood debts. He can go his way and I can go mine. Like I said earlier, it just feels like a weight has shifted. It's not entirely gone. It's just been redistributed. We all have our regrets, our wounds, our dark pasts. They never truly fade. We just learn to cope with them.
Little Jess. It means you can finally stop brooding all the time?
Do not brood. I'm just thoughtfully intense. Still, maybe this is what my father meant by living and experiencing. Not the bloodshed, but the choice to talk, to reflect, to laugh even. He once said that the ideal experience was something that transcended hate. Some philosophical fluff I barely understood at the time. This was mere hours after I woke up. He's lecturing me about empathy, sharing bread with enemies, understanding perspectives. And I'm sitting there wondering how to hold a fork properly. But sharing drinks with a friend, that I could get behind.
Oh, it's just candlelit. I can't expect you to step on Drover and oil.
The perks of superior engineering. You organics have such limitations.
I mean, I can do so to...
Colin, until
What is
next
it
time.
now, you sweet talker?
Okay, that was what I
Yes?
needed to do.
What did you need? Farewell.
Okay.
Colin, those
Yeah?
journeys, they've been illuminating and unsettling. I've learned more about myself than I ever wanted to know. But it's brought me closer to understanding my purpose, the reason for my existence.
Where do we go
I
from
need
here?
clarity, a different perspective. Perhaps a change of scenery. Returning to that workshop brought me nothing but questions and frustration. And frankly, I need a break from Canas and his well-intentioned secrets. He's been hovering over me like a worried hen. Perhaps a climb is in order. To the highest peak in Skyrim, they say. The throat of the world. Maybe the view from up there will clear my head.
I'm sure your head would clear just as well on a nice, low-altitude stroll along the banks of the White River.
The difficulty of this task, the intense physical exertion, the thin mountain air, has proven to aid in bringing forth revelations, usually of a spiritual nature. I hope the experience engineers something similar in my systems.
Right. Well, you two have fun on your trek up to the highest peak in the land. With my delicate constitution, a lady like myself simply has no business going on such a hike.
Of course, Your Highness. It'd be improper of you to travel with us vagabonds. Spending all day shopping at the market and gorging on sweet rolls is more your forte.
You know me so well. Now off with you. My day of relaxation awaits.
Apologize in advance because plate armor makes a lot of
Really?
noise.
A bold move,
But,
sparing the assassin.
honey!
From one reformed monster to another, I do believe his repentant nature is genuine.
Oh, I didn't realize you had made it
I
back.
could have
Good
resisted
timing.
the desire to
A consignment arrived the other day, and there was something
was a
unique
piece
in
of
it by
will,
mistake.
to be certain.
I let my vendor know, and because
But
I'm one of her best customers,
feel a
she
lightness
let
in
me
my
keep
chest,
it for a
Whimsy.
very good
My
price.
bioprocesses are in harmony.
Use it if you'd like. Otherwise,
My
it
body
has
tells
a
me I did the
fitting
right
display.
thing, even if my mind may still be somewhat muddled.
Honey, I need you with me in case he tries to chop my bones or something. It's not true that I couldn't resist the temptation. It's just I need you there to remind her that I'm already spoken for.
Besides combat and training, I do enjoy a good read every now and then. After all, knowledge is power.
Traveling with you is making me realize how much Yorving didn't tell me. Not to his discredit, of course.
Excuse me, Ayla.
Well, there's something I'm going to have to make a point of remembering.
Awe-inspiring. Makes one feel insignificant.
The wild carries no grudges, shows no favorites. It's the purest judge, and its sentence is always swift.
What's the one coming with us anyway? Good, beautiful, spaceship scale world.
Beautiful? Perhaps. But it also reminds me of my own insignificance. A speck of dust on a grand canvas. A machine with a borrowed soul, lost in a world that doesn't understand me.
Thank you, Thane.
I thought confronting my past, making amends for my mistakes, would bring me closer to understanding who I am. But it only raises more questions. Am I truly alive? Or just a clever imitation, a machine mimicking emotions it can't truly feel?
Archery is a good skill to take up. There's always a good moment between when a foe sees you and when they're close.
Grown quite a lot. You felt joy, sorrow, about the action of the machine.
But what if it's all just programming, mimicry?
Does it even matter? You feel and experience the world just like us.
I wasn't born like you. I was created, assembled, and programmed. I didn't have a childhood, a family.
But I'm sure I'll still be a great help to you.
I can only read your subtitles.
The memories I've made since my activation. The experiences I've shared with you.
Well, experience what matters. They're real. They're yours.
You're right. The distinction, it's irrelevant. I feel, I think, I choose.
We're all machines, just of a different type. You alright?
This journey, it's changed me.
Looks like it might rain later.
The choices I've made, the pain I've witnessed, the questions I've
Right
wrestled
now.
with. They've led me to this moment. I see the path forward more clearly now. For so long, I sought strength in the sharpness of a blade, the force of a blow. But I was wrong. True strength lies in compassion, in the ability to heal, to nurture, to protect life, not take it. Arya wanted me to experience the world, to live. And I realize now that means embracing the beauty around us and the interconnectedness of all things.
Gold is nice and all, but the
To find joy in the simplest moments. The gentle touch of a breeze, the warmth of the sun, the resilience of a flower pushing through the snow. I will honor Arya's wish, not through vengeance or conquest, but through acts of kindness and healing. That is my purpose. That is the path I choose.
As she's embraced the path of compassion and healing, as she remains master for Sword Woman, she now channels her strength to uplift. Ash fights not to conquer, but to defend the innocent and bring hope to the weary. Her blade in hand and newfound focus of restoration. Ultimately, she embodies the spirit of merciful heroine, powerful yet compassionate. Word abilities, none. We can take. Even when I'm looking straight at her. Okay. I think it kind of broke.
You don't dabble in
Yeah.
magic much, do you? Can't say I blame
Hey,
you.
Martimus,
I
you need
barely
to.
trust any of it myself.
Your mod needs a polishing pass or two. You need to. I think this is the part that was got a.
I've lived in Skyrim my whole life. And never left. I'd like to visit Cyrodiil someday, though. My father told me to visit Westworld before the Thalmor.
Rana, honey, you said come up with that straw.
Lead the way.
You know, it's not just the thrill of adventure. It's wondering what might happen after with such delightful company. Whenever you're in the mood.
Let's go.
Let's just get to the dungeon and fire it up later.
I thought the sun would feel different, being human and all. But scorching heat? Still not a fan.
Mind us, friggin'. Passing through. Alright. There's a bunch of things you can do, including but not limited to liking, subscribing, and following, dropping a Twitch Prime subscription on my head if you really want to. Have one to spare. But of course, all of these things are up to you. And regardless, I thank you very much for watching. Until next time.